All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Aiden, and welcome back to another stream. We've got another Chicago Bulls and another Miami Heat watch along. Man, it feels like the game just ended in the first one, to be honest. Time flies really fast, ladies and gentlemen. It does feel like the game just ended the first time around. We picked up a win in a rather unconvincing fashion, I would say, stealing it in the fourth quarter. Then you have a couple of seconds later, at least that's what it feels like, we got another game against them. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll wait and see how this one goes. But before we get any further, if you enjoy the stream at any point and you would like to see more from me, please drop a like and subscribe if you are new to this YouTube channel, Aiden's Bull Show. The more likes and subscribes that we get, especially if you're able to share it as well, the more we'll get these streams out to more people, and that would be very much appreciated. But yeah, again, I truly feel like no time has gone by since that last game against Miami. I don't know if it's just me. I think it's a good idea when we verse a team like Miami twice or three times in a row, whatever it usually is. It's usually twice in a row. We versed Orlando twice in a row. Now we're versing Miami twice in a row and stuff of that nature. But at some point, it does get a bit boring versing the same team twice or multiple times. Like, I truly feel, we're probably going to see the same game again between the Bulls and the Miami Heat. We don't deliver the most amazing performances out there for the Chicago Bulls. We never, again, it's been one of those days or one of those couple of situations where the Bulls may have won against Miami, but they didn't deliver a very good performance. So I guess we'll wait and see how it turns out today. I think that's the most important thing to figure out. Will we see a different Bulls performance today, or will we see the same mediocrity that we've seen the past couple of games? We already got a chat from Jimmy saying the Bulls need a better start tonight, and I support it. Your channel with a like. Thank you very much for liking the stream. That is always a good sign. Again, I appreciate that. Yeah, nothing else I can really say. But look, the Bulls starts will be everything. Again, if you see the Bulls start a game well, we might actually win a game convincingly, which is something we haven't done since the Utah Jazz. And with the Utah Jazz, we had a little bit of a better start than what we normally do. So I think the start will be crucial. But at the end of the day, even if we have a better start, we know somewhere along the line the Bulls don't bring it, if you know what I mean. Like, they don't bring their A game, they don't bring their best. So again, I think a better start is the right way to go, but also four quarters. Playing four quarters is the most important thing to winning games. If you can't string up four quarters of basketball, then that's usually when you're in trouble. And for this Bulls team, they always find a way to struggle. Also, a couple of things as well that happened right after that game that I didn't get a chance to talk about. Apparently, Zach LaVine shoved a reporter out of the way, or shoved the Bulls PR team out of the way to go and celebrate in the locker room. I didn't get a chance to talk about this because I uploaded Bulls Weekly and a game reaction and just didn't get around to talking about it. I thought I may as well give my thoughts on it as the Bulls are doing their starting lineup calls and whatnot. Basically, the way that I see it, if you publicly refuse to do an interview and you treat your team, I guess, PR team with a little bit of disrespect, it's not the most massive shove in the world, right? It's definitely not what they're claiming it to be. Like, oh my goodness, he pushed her out of the way, he said so to the floor, or anything like that. It's more of a, hey, get off me, I don't really want to do this right now. But either way, the Bulls have noticed it. The Bulls publicly are frowning upon it. In my opinion, the Bulls should publicly fine it. Again, this guy's on a max contract. So at the end of the day, I don't know if they've done that yet or not, but that's the next step. I think you should be fining Zach LaVine for that at the end of the day. I think for a variety of reasons. One, obviously the physical contact, and two, the refusing to do an interview. Celebrating in the locker room by yourself, come on, man. That is a horrible excuse to give. I mean, why didn't you do that before you requested a trade then? You know, why didn't you go straight to the locker room before you requested a trade? Why is it happening now? It seems to me like he desperately can't wait to leave the Chicago Bulls team. And that's a big reason why I don't want him to play, first and foremost. But if he's going to play, stuff like that shouldn't fly. So, look, we'll see. If we win this game, we'll see if he actually gives an interview. He might give the most basic, uninspiring interview of all time. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I truly believe he should be fined for that. That's a disciplinary action. Kyrie Irving has gotten fined for worse, or for less actually. My apologies. So that's my thought on that. Anyway, they've given the starting five. This is going to be a very, very interesting game against Miami. I feel like Miami is the team where they're a better team overall. I mean, they're going to have a better record. They're probably going to compete in the East a little bit better than, I guess, what we do, for sure. But they're a team that we have their number because we play small and they play small, but we're a tad bit bigger than them. We're not bigger than most teams, in my eyes at least. We're not bigger than, maybe 80, 90% of the NBA teams out there. So that causes mismatch problems from the very beginning. Where I feel like we are bigger than the Miami Heat, and they play small. So the way that I see it, if Miami makes their three-point shots today, they're going to win. If they don't, they're probably going to lose. In the last game, they didn't make their three-point shots. Their bench production did not play a factor, and that's why we won the game. If we see differently today, of course, be prepared for a brutal night for the Chicago Bulls. We'll wait and see. All right. The game has started, and the Bulls already get a deflection, but it will remain Miami Heat ball as it falls out of bounds. We'll see who can produce more. We got Bam Adebayo already coming into the game with a mid-range. Okay, let's get some defense or some offense going for the Chicago Bulls. Zach LaVine kicks it to Kobe White. It looks like we want to find Vucevic for that first shot. Oh! I think that was a deflection right into Kobe White's hands, and he just gets the easy layup. It might be the start Kobe needs. As Jimmy Butler... Is that Jimmy Butler? That's not Jimmy Butler. That's Highsmith. He gets the easy layup with a mismatch on Kobe White. Again, they're always looking for that Kobe White mismatch. But Kobe travels. So not only does Kobe travel in this instance, he did end up making the bucket as well. So that gets disallowed. Kyle Lowry, again, the pick and roll to Duncan Robinson, 4-3. Wow. Fully contested. Alex Caruso contested that as well as he could. Duncan Robinson makes another three. He's having a good season, I would say. Fair play to him. 7-2 start already. Again, it looks like the Bulls not having a great start. Kobe to Vooch to LaVine. Shoots the three. Off. Highsmith with the rebound and kicks it out to Lowry. Lowry finds Jimmy in the post. Zach LaVine on him. I like this matchup a little bit more than the Kobe one. Jimmy wants to continue to post up. Good defense. Better offense. Jimmy Butler. He's coming for some revenge. He's calling for the foul. 9-2. We've got to watch these starts, guys. Kobe turns it over. Oh, my goodness. Kyle Lowry. He's going to take it himself, most likely. He kicks it out to Jimmy. Kobe White on him. Kicks it out to Highsmith. To the corner for Lowry. The Bulls surely get this steal. They don't. Robinson, fadeaway three. Oh, my God. Oh. Duncan Robinson smiling all the way to the back of the floor. He just made a ridiculous shot. And guess what, guys? Did you expect it? I expected it. Did you expect it? Another bad start for the Chicago Bulls. It's 12-2. Man, if I wasn't making this stream on about 20 minutes sleep, I'd probably be throwing something across the room right now. I can't believe it. I mean, I expected it, but it doesn't make it any easier to see. Another bad start. Why can't this Bulls team get off to good starts? Why? What's wrong, bro? Do they sleep in? Do they do what I do and just wake up 2-3 minutes before the game and have to set up a live stream or something? Like, why? I don't understand it. Why do they have horrible starts every game? I truly feel like they all just take a nap and wake up a minute before the game. The starting five gets announced and that's when they're awake. And then they play like this. And then once it gets to the second quarter, all right, I'm awake now. Let's try. Come on, man. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. 12-2 start already. Double digits. Duncan Robertson. To be fair, that Duncan Robertson shot is ridiculous. I mean, again, I don't understand it. Jordan says every game is literally a repeat every game. First it was back-to-back 33 halves. Now it will be 22-1 scores. Nah, 22-2, bro. It's a completely different game, Anything's on the table now, Bro, look, that Duncan Robinson shot is a bad shot, man, but it goes in. It went in. That's a crazy shot, but still, it doesn't change the other 9 points that they scored before that. So yeah, look, it's a bad start. And the Bulls missed all their shots. Kobe White got 2 turnovers in that sequence, a travel and just a regular turnover. Has Vucevic got the ball yet? I don't know. Has DeMar even touched the ball yet? I don't know. This Bulls team, again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's like a case study, bro. Try to solve it, man. Try to solve it. Solve for X. That's what the Chicago Bulls do these days. Try to solve for X. What's the answer? I don't know. A lot of people don't know what X is. A lot of people don't know what the Bulls are. Or maybe they do know what the Bulls are, to be fair, because they do the same thing every game. But we'll see. They'll probably come back in the fourth and make it interesting. But how many times are we going to watch bad starts to games and just say, yep, we're okay with it because we know we'll come back? Eventually, we're not going to come back. Eventually, we're going to have a horrible start and it's going to stay that way. And then what are people going to say? All right, the timeout has come to an end. We've got Levine bringing the ball up. Alex Caruso 4-3. There we go. After the first timeout, the Bulls make a shot. AC for 3. Kyle Lowry in a pick and roll. Kobe decides to go under. That's interesting. Now he's got Jimmy Butler in the post. Oh, it's Highsmith. I keep getting them confused. I can barely see his jersey number. That's Bam, mid-range. In and out. Rebound, Kobe. Okay. DeMar in the post on Kyle Lowry. Surely he'd make this bucket against his friend. Yes, he does. Gets the layup. 12-7. At least the Bulls have responded earlier this time out. Now Bam in the post. They're working a lot in the post, the Miami Heat. Mid-range for Bam. In and out. Good rebound from Zach LaVine, but Kobe did a lot of the work there. Zach in the pick and roll. Kobe 4-3. There we go. 12-10. Bulls respond. Kobe has made every shot, by the way. Even the one that he traveled, he made that layup. Highsmith to Duncan Robinson. And he's made another 3. That's 3 threes for Duncan Robinson already. Again, I think at this point, you need to get this guy into foul trouble, man. You need to attack him. He can't make an impact if he's not on the court. Zach turns it over. Butler to Robinson for a layup. He's doing it all for the Miami Heat. I think he's got double digits now. Vooch steals his man, double teamed. And he passes it to no man's land. Great start from Kobe. I also love that box out for the rebound. Exactly. The Zach LaVine rebound was a lot of Kobe's work. And then the one time DeMar DeRozan off-ball cuts, Vooch throws it to no man's land. It will stop people from wanting to cut as Robinson misses a 3. Rebound, Bam. Back to him. No one contesting. We got the rebounds. Okay, Caruso in a pick and roll. Double screen. That ball's going to go to DeMar most likely. Vooch in the post. Someone's going to have to shoot this. Caruso, they go over the screen. Caruso, no look past the Vooch. Gets the bucket. AC for the assist. I was going to say for 3. Nowhere near it. Ah, bam. Always working in the post. Nikola Vucevic with the foul. Is that free throws? Surely that's not free throws. No look pass from AC. This guy's doing everything for us, man. He can do it all. Defend, attack, play make. One of the best communicators in the team. AC, man. Something special. Oh, did he turn it over? Is that deflected? I'm not sure. It looks like it's going to stay with the Heat. And it will. It will stay with the Miami Heat. Torrey Craig comes in. DeMar DeRozan comes out. Not had much of an impact in this game as of yet, DeMar DeRozan. It's a clock issue. Oh, okay. I guess we're going to be chilling here for a while till we see some action. May as well time out. It's getting really ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Alright, surely they inbound it now. Okay. Duncan Robinson with the ball. Kyle Lowry wide open. We'll take it. Rebound Nikola Vucevic. Caruso for 3. This man's isolating now. This man may as well get that DeMar DeRozan roll. He just shot that 3 like nobody's business. And he has no choice but to foul Bam there as Bam gets straight to the paint. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's poor defense from Vooch. I feel like that is very poor defense from Vooch. Got to do better than that. All right. Bam, he made a living at the line in the last game. We'll see if he can do it this game as well. I think this is his first 2 free throws. He makes the first. Come on, can we... I don't know. Is it too much to ask to say, can we win the first quarter? I feel like it might be too much to ask. 19-15 again. We responded much earlier. That could be a good sign. Caruso with the behind the back. Full court pressure from the Heat. Caruso still wants it. Oh, and Vooch can't get the putback. Kyle Lowry in transition. Up and under. That's a beautiful move from Kyle Lowry. You saw the prime Kyle Lowry right there. All right, this ball ends up in Levine's hands. Ayo looks like he's checking in. Zach attacks. Finds Vooch for a mid-range. He actually gets fouled. That's poor from the Heat to foul the jump shooter, but they did. I mean, this is beautiful from Kyle Lowry. The up and under. Excellent work. Yeah, that's beautiful, beautiful work. Was a second away from getting blocked, but he did well enough. Vooch makes the first. His first free throws of the night. So, Ayo in. Is Craig coming out? Oh, it's AC. I was going to say, what's Craig... Why is Craig not, trying to grab that board? Why is he going back? Okay. Alright, here we go. Why do we never stop ball? Always sitting back and waiting to be attacked. Look, I'll be honest. When it comes to stopping ball, I do agree. But in that situation, it's a lot harder than some of the other ones that we give up. It's in transition. As Kevin Love gets an easy post hook. But what team was it against? Utah. Bro, Utah, when it's not even in transition, we don't stop the ball. Like, all 5 people are back and we still don't stop ball there. I mean, that one was a little bit more difficult, but still, we should be stopping ball. As Kevin Love fouls Kobe White. All right, so I think Jaquez, or however you say his name, is in the game, and Kevin Love is also in the game for Miami. Io has come in for AC. So right now we got a lineup of Io, Kobe, Torrey Craig, Zach LaVine, and Nikola Vucevic. Vuce in the post on Kevin Love. He kicks it to Kobe. Kobe with the sidestep. Vuce does well enough to get an offensive board. He's going to kick it out to LaVine. LaVine will attack and will get fouled. Is that any steps? I'm not sure. So Vuce with the tip, and then yes, LaVine just basically attacks. Surely it's he's not at the line. Okay, it's an inbound for the Bulls. Another pick and roll for Zach. Zach, step back mid range, got it to go. That's the first points for LaVine. So when did DeMar score? Oh, I don't remember. Oh, he did score. He did score on Kyle Lowry, I guess. Yeah. Kevin Love fakes the 3. Highsmith to Jimmy in the post. Good double team for Io. That's a tough shot for Jimmy. Oh, he gets bailed out with a foul call. Io's not happy with that. Io's saying, no, I didn't foul him. Let's take a look. It's a good double team. Jimmy. I don't see a foul. I don't see a foul there. Another flopping performance from Jimmy. Makes the first. I'd like to see a replay on that one. Maybe a different camera angle would show the foul. All right, Javon Carter on. I'm assuming that means LaVine is out. LaVine or Kobe would be out. Jimmy makes it. 25-19. All right. 3:56 to go in the quarter. Vucevic, mid-range, got it to go. We need these shots from Nikola Vucevic. Again, if Bam's going to be exposed, you got to expose Kevin Love as well. If Bam's going to expose Vuce, I mean. Jimmy fadeaway, wants another foul, not going to get it. Rebound Vuce, LaVine trying to push. Kicks it to Io in the corner. Oh, we missed Vuce in the paint, but he's in the post now. Javon Carter, deep 3. Just off. Transition. Is that in the act of shooting? Jimmy Butler gets fouled in transition. So again, Jimmy Butler runs out in transition, playing his best 2K, you know, just trying to get an easy layup. He does get fouled. It's an alley-oop, so I'm assuming he will be going to the line. I think the umps, or the refs, sorry, are going to check this. It's a very interesting call. All right, we got about 12 people watching according to the statistics. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this first quarter. What I think so far, as they're checking the review to see if Jimmy Butler will be getting free throws or not, most likely. What I like about this game so far is that we responded a lot earlier than we normally do. Again, we didn't let this get out to a 22-2 start. It was 12-2 this time, you know, 10-point differential right there. But I think as well, you know, I almost said Jim Boylan for a second. My apologies. Billy Donovan timed out a lot earlier, I believe, than he did in the first time out. But again, it's still a bad start. The only real difference in this is that we responded a lot earlier. So instead of making it look as bad as it did in the first game of last time out, we're actually competitive close to the jump, which is the only real difference in the game as of yet. Hit that like button. That's right. Hit that like button, guys. Again, we have a goal all the time. Try to get to double-digit likes. We are 5 likes. So we need 10. Come on. We can do it. 12 people watching. That should equal 12 likes. Come on, guys. We can do it. All right. Jimmy Butler going to the line. And he makes the first. Is that a flagrant or something? Why is he... I should have seen what he was doing, or what they were listening to. He's shooting free throws with no one there. Is that like a technical foul or something? Or a flagrant? I didn't see it. Okay, Drummond and DeMar coming in. Jimmy shoots 2 free throws, and they're going to get the ball. Wow. Wowee. And I think the Bulls commentary team's gone silent. I can't hear nothing from them. Anyway, we got Jimmy Butler, Torrey Craig putting a lot of pressure on Drummond with the switch. Jimmy's going to like that. Kicks it to Love. Back to Jimmy. Jimmy will attack. Lowry in the corner. Javon Carter. It's good defense. Better offense. You can literally hear Jimmy Butler say Skyhook. This guy. He's a comedian. They call clear path. Oh, wow. That's an interesting clear path. Again, if anybody else is having problems with their Bulls commentary team, let me know. If not, I might have to reset my stream. But it is what it is. DeMar to Io 4-3. That is off. Drummond trying to compete for the rebound. He could not get it. Kevin Love fakes the 3. Oh, they like to see Jimmy. They like Andre on Jimmy. They trust him. 3 seconds in the key. These are cheap ones to give away, man. We did well coming back. Miami with the timeout. We did so well to come back, and now we're giving them easy ones. The clear path foul, and now we're giving them a 3-second violation. So they're going to be shooting free throws after this timeout. I believe at least. Maybe it was an offensive 3, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Wow. My commentary is gone too. Yeah, I wonder what's happened there. I feel like this is another situation where me and League Pass have to scrap a little bit, you know? I feel like it's one of them. League Pass messing everything up. Or maybe there's just generally something wrong with the actual system over there in Chicago. Because it feels like everything else is actually working outside of the commentary team. The timeouts and whatnot. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Stacey King and Adam Amin have walked out until Reinsdorf Cells went now on strike. Can you imagine? That would be, again, if we're talking about statements here, when it comes to the ownership and whatnot, seeing the commentators or the coach or any of the players go on strike is actually, I would say, a pretty big deal. Especially for a guy like Stacey King that's been there for years, right? Like, been there for years. Like, everybody knows Stacey King, even though he was on the Bulls championship teams and whatnot, but he was always considered a bench player for them, I believe. But either way, he's known more, in my eyes, these days for his commentary and being part of the Bulls, you know, commentary team than, I guess, those actual teams that he was competing in. Whatever the case may be, imagine if he walked out and said, I'm going on strike until the Reinsdorf sell the team. I'll tell you what, I don't think there's much bigger statements you can make. I don't think there's a bigger statement you can make. And what are you going to do? You're going to fire him. Again, everybody knows him. Like, even if you fire him, it's still, I guess, a big statement to make. Minute of silence from the commentary team and the PR lady that Levine attacked. I said it at the beginning, of the stream. I think Zach should be fined. I don't know if he has or not, but the outcome should be Zach gets fined. I've seen Kyrie Irving get fined for less. Like, Kyrie Irving literally doesn't show up to it. He doesn't push no one. He doesn't show up to interviews, and he gets fined. So if that's the case, that same energy has to be kept for Levine. I'm sure he can handle it. He's on a max contract. The guy can handle a fine, but I think he should be fined. Fined for the shove and fined for not actually doing the interview. Again, I didn't know it was a thing to decline interviews in the NBA. I understand, like, let's be honest, I don't really care if Zach LaVine has an interview or not. But it's the principle at the end of the day. If you know, you get paid a lot of money to play for the Bulls, you're obviously a very big public figure. If they want you to do a 2-second interview, you do a 2-second interview. Bro, is the Undertaker coming or something? Why is my screen turning to green all of a sudden, bro? Is Lizard Squad coming to hack? Surely you guys are seeing this as well. Nah, I ain't dealing with this, bro. I'm switching to... If that happens one more time, I'm switching to the Miami. The Miami commentary team, bro. League Pass must be tripping. I can't hear nothing. Jimmy Butler gets a big layup, though, over Torrey Craig. I can't even see the score. Oh, my goodness. How did League Pass get it so wrong? Javon Carter. Okay, they changed. The commentary team's back. Torrey Craig. All right, Martin with the rebounds. They changed the camera angle to the mobile camera angle, I believe. But the Bulls commentary team is back. Io gets the board. He's going to take it out. Kicks it to Javon Carter. Miami playing a little bit bigger off the bench here. Fakes, mid-range. Oh, bounces short. Rebound to Richardson. He wants to attack. Gallops in. He misses the layup. Io with excellent defense. Double digits for the Heat at the moment. To Drummond in the post. Post hook. Io fights. And he gets the foul call. Good work from Io Dosunmu. Leads to the foul. It's good work. It's good work from Io. He's going to go to the line for his efforts. And he makes the first. Again, I truly feel like my League Pass, the Undertaker's coming, bro. Like, I don't know where he is, but he's somewhere in that arena. He's choke slamming someone through a table as we speak. Maybe Stacey King for going on strike. He's like, I need that commentary team. All right. Richardson is playing very aggressive. Misses the mid-range. It seems like it's just him versus the rest at the moment. He's taking 2 shots very aggressively. Drummond gets the dunk. Andre Drummond is on a roll. Torrey Craig with the full court pressure. I love it. Hasquez wants to get to the layup. Oh, it's too easy. All right, 11.8 seconds. The Bulls have a chance to make this a close game. DeMar wants to take it himself. Io takes a fade. Oh, Io Dosunmu. IOG Dosunmu. IOG buckets. The G stands for gets. Go to the stream that the Bulls without the in-arena shows it better. Actually, don't worry. It's ruined now. Well, this one's not ruined anymore. Again, I don't know what they're doing, bro. Every game, you know, there's always something with League Pass every game. I feel so sorry that I have to, like, I genuinely feel bad that I'm wasting my money on this app. Like, I'm not going to lie. I don't know why they mess up everything every game. I'm assuming some of it's not their fault, but every time I watch an away game, which is going to be a couple of them after this one, the OKC Thunder and the Raptors, bro, I can't even watch the Bulls commentary team because it just switches me automatically to them halfway through a game. It's ridiculous. It's so sad, man. I don't get to hear Stacey King at all from away games. Not to mention, when I actually want to watch it, it will take me all the way to the very beginning. It sucks. League Pass sucks. Sorry. Guess there's no sponsorship coming from me because they just... Again, I miss the League Pass of like 2019, 2018, bro. Like, remember the League Pass where you could watch the 2013 Bulls, you know, and actually see like Joakim Noah and D Rose and Jimmy Butler, that Bulls. You could actually see them. You know, you could watch them play with League Pass. You can't even do that anymore. It's embarrassing. Hurts. It hurts. Every step of the way, it's pain. But yeah, ultimately, getting back to this game at least, the Bulls are down 33-27. Again, the only thing I can really say the differences in this game is one, a much better first quarter overall, but two, when we actually went down big, like we went down 10 points in that first quarter twice, and we've responded, I guess, a lot quicker than we normally do. Again, the games against Orlando, we played really, really poor, but let's just say poor. I don't want to say anything else. It was poor. Poor basketball the first quarters of those games, and the Bulls had to fight back the whole game. For whatever reason, yeah, we just you know, responded quickly this time out. So it gives us a chance to actually compete for the rest of the game instead of playing comeback basketball for all four quarters. Let's go Miami. Oh, I can't do that. That's not me. Kind of crazy we're making our threes. Don't jinx them. That seems like a jinx to me. Anyway, whose ball is that? Is that Miami ball? How do we have... Bro, okay. Miami had 0 turnovers. You got to give respect to them in that case as well. 0 turnovers to 5. We already have 5 turnovers. That's crazy. It looks like someone's dropped a cup or something, you know? Alright. Miami ball. Martin's going to bring the ball up for Miami. Hasquez to Bam. That's a tough shot. Io. That's twice Io's done that, I think. He's found a jump shooter. Again, you can't be giving them easy free throws. Drummond does a good job. It's a very well contested shot as well. That's poor from Io. Bam, making his living off the line. Makes the first. All right, we got Kobe coming in. Who comes out? Would that have to be Io? If they change Javon Carter out now, that's crazy, bro. The guy just came in. .9, 24 points per game for Bam. Very impressive. He misses the free throw. Javon Carter tries to save it. It will go to Miami. Wow. Okay, we'll see what they can create out of this possession. All right, Bam. To Duncan Robinson. We got to watch him. We try to blitz. Bam. Kicks it to the corner. And a travel. That's the defense I like to see. We blitz Duncan Robinson, so no chance of him getting a wide open 3 there. He makes a great play to Bam, to be fair, but the help was on point. Everything was on point, and we forced a travel. That's the effort I want to see. Kobe to Javon. Back to Kobe. We're making Drummond run all... Bro, I don't even know what Drummond's doing this possession. He gets the ball. Demar, fade away. Oh, and he gets the bounce. But yeah, Andre Drummond was literally trying to screen somebody, and they just kept passing it. It's like they're playing hands off. Duncan Robinson with the layup gets swatted. Rebound Pat. Javon Carter in transition to Pat. He doesn't want to shoot it. But he will try to be aggressive in the pick and roll. He's going to drive. Gets the layup. Patrick Williams. Aggressive P in that possession. Martin finds Bam in the paint. That's an easy one. 36-31. This is a very competitive game. It's back and forth at the moment. DeMar in the pick and roll. Kicks it to Kobe. To Pat for three. Oh, Pat showed up today. He's already got 5 points, guys. Aggressive P. Now he's guarding Hasquez. Gets blocked. There's no way they call that foul. Let's take a look at this. So that's definitely not on Pat. He blocks him. Okay, never mind. That's a foul. All body from Drummond. No shots though, so we'll take that. All right, Kobe, hands up. Kicks it to Bam. Hasquez in the pick and roll. Tries to find Bam for the alley-oop. I mean, you could tell that was happening. And that's another alley-oop play. That's, again, they've had a couple of those against this Bulls team. DeMar, 4-3. Oh, my. Hey, I know you don't know me, but can I please be a mod? How do I even make you a mod? If you tell me how to do it, I'll let you do it. How do I do it? I could put you in timeout. That's all I know how to do. Oh, Martin with the dunk. Another timeout for the Bulls. If you could, like, give me a step-by-step program on how to make you a mod, I will happily make you a mod. But again, the Bulls down 3 points. Look, it's competitive right now. That's all I want from this Bulls team. These are the losses. Again, let's not get too out of hands here because we're going to have one quarter where we just fumble the bag, right? I'm predicting it's going to happen. But anyway, if we actually compete like this against Miami for all 4 quarters and we keep it close, and it's actually an entertaining game to watch from the first quarter to the fourth quarter and we lose, there's not a game I'm going to come in frustrated with or, you know, cuss this Bulls. I never really cuss the Bulls team out anyway, but just, you know, just say, I don't know, like, I just want it to be close. I can handle close losses. I can handle competitive losses. I can't handle 22-1 leads for other teams and 33-point halves every game. You know what I mean? I have no idea. Man, why are you exposing me to be a bad YouTuber? All right, let me figure it out. Let me figure it out. All right. Excuse me for a second. I am typing. Okay. Come on, give me the step-by-step. I have to watch a video? I'm not watching a video. This is insane, bro. What? 9 likes. Let's get to 10 before halftime. Let's get to 20 by the end of the game. We're not getting to 20. I'd love to get to 20. I don't think that will happen. Okay. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's hope the game doesn't come back by the time I try to figure this out. Alright. Okay, there's a managing moderator, can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live, and also has standard moderator capabilities or standard moderate. What's the difference? Can review and remove chat messages and hide or put users in timeout. Can I do both? No. I'll make you managing moderator. I don't know what that is, but that's what you are. Congratulations. I hope I did it to the right person. Yes. Congrats, Jordan. You've been promoted, buddy. You know, try not to put everybody on timeout. Yeah, I want to talk to some people. All right, the game is back. The Bulls 43 to 240. Hold on. Yay, thank you. No worries, buddy. Enjoy it. All right, Jimmy Butler to Duncan Robertson. We missed, obviously, a shot. I don't know what shot it was, but we missed it. Duncan Robertson in the pick and roll. Tries to dish it out to the corner for Martin. Good defense by Kobe. Hasquez bringing the ball up. In the pick and roll. He takes Zach LaVine. Oh, man. He takes him on a ride. The power's going to go to his head. Oh, he might put you on timeout for that. Be careful. Be careful. He's got power now. He might kick me out, bro. He might say, nah, it's my stream. Might mess around at timeout. See? That's funny. He's going to kick me out of my own stream, bro. I'm going to get a knock on the door saying you've been evicted. We got the double-digit likes. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you are watching and you haven't done it yet, the more likes, the better. More likes means you can share it to more people. Feel free to do it. I appreciate getting to the goal. The goal is always double digits because we get double-digit people watching these streams. So I'd love to get double-digit likes. I appreciate you all. Kobe just hit 2 back-to-back threes. I think I've only seen one of them. All right, you may have spoiled it for me. Let's see Kobe White make another 3. Or did I miss it? Maybe I missed it. I'm not sure. I'm trying to close all this stuff so I can actually get back to OBS. There we go. We're good. Okay. Time to actually watch the game now. 45 to 43. 2-point game. Again, these are the games I like. Even if we lose this game, I can accept this one. As of now. Zach should have shot it. He was open. Kicks it to Craig. Vooch, mid-range. In and out. Bam with the rebounds. Martin. Alright, kicks it to Richardson. Mid-range. Gets it to go. Alright, Zach. Kicks it to Kobe. Miami playing his own. That means you got to shoot him out of it. Lol. As soon as they go into a zone, they get a 3-second call. I like you, buddy. Give us the free throws. Zachary LaVine at the line. He gets the free throw. Again, while halftime happens, I don't know, we got 6 minutes for that. We'll take a look at the stats to see who's doing well and who's not doing so well. I don't exactly know everybody's stats at the moment, but you can kind of already tell just by watching the game who's doing well, who's not doing so well. So we'll figure it out, of course. Okay. Kobe almost slips, kicks it to Craig, 4-3. That's off. Rebound Martin. Martin attacks. Wild shot. Craig gets the board in transition for Kobe. Oh, he steps back. Imagine. Craig fighting for the board. Richardson gets the rebound and kicks it to Jimmy. Kevin Love in the post. Jaquez. Fade away. Oh, smooth shot. Smooth shots. 49-44. Patrick Williams. He's going to attack. Oh my goodness, Patrick Williams. What has happened? P-Dub. Oh, we got Jimmy in the post. Kicks it to Kevin Love. Back to Jimmy, 7 seconds left. He's going to have to chuck up a shot. It's a great spin. Oh, and he gets bailed out. Man, Jimmy definitely gets those superstar calls, man. That is not a good call. Yeah, the poor. He's come alive in this game. I don't know where he's been for the past... How many games have we played? How many games have we played? We're 5-9. 11? I don't even know. No, 5-9. But why is my math so bad? All right. We're going to figure this out. However many games we played, where has he been? I'm literally on the calculator app. I'm working on 20 minutes of sleep. I got an ad. Wow. I can't do math. 14 games. There we go. Where's he been the last 14 games? Oh, that's crazy. All right, 51-46. Kobe kicks the pat, 4-3. It's a short shot, but again, he took an open one. All right, Zach does well enough to get that ball out of bounds. All right. I think the Mars coming in. All right, to Kevin Love. It looks like they're going to try and find Jimmy, and they do. Kicks it to the corner. All right, it's going to go back to Jimmy. Trying to get Caruso to commit. Kevin Love for 3. Oh, that's a big shot for Kevin Love. All right, DeMar kicks it to Alex Caruso. Pump fake. Vooch for 3. I'm not going to lie. If I'm Alex Caruso, I'm shooting that mid-range. And that's a good shot from AC if he could have taken it. Tries to get Vooch an open shot. It doesn't work. Richardson for 3. That's off. Good defense from Kobe with that rebound. Levine. Transition. That's a Denzel Valentine shot if I've ever seen one from Zach Levine. No rebounders there. Takes a deep 3. I don't know what he's done to earn that type of shot. And just like that, Richardson for the Heat gets a 3 and a better shot and a more open shot. Zach Levine just changed the whole landscape of the game with that one shot. That's ridiculous. AC to Kobe. This is the shot Levine should be taking. He drives. He finds Vooch for a layup. All right, he makes a good play there, but that 3 is just not it. Kevin Love. Someone's open. AC finds the passing lane. Zach wasn't looking at his guy, so I think someone would have been open there. They couldn't find him. Timeout, Miami. All right, another ad incoming. So we shall take this out because I do not want to hear the same ads every single game. All right, we're very close for this first half to actually be over. I feel like it's gone by fairly quickly, in all honesty. Maybe that's just, because of the chats and whatnot, but how long do we have left? We got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the half. The Bulls down by 9. They've been in the game the whole time, for the most part, which is good. But it's still back and forth at the moment. Seems like we trade buckets, we make a little bit of a small run, then Miami make a bit of a small run. We make dumb decisions, then Miami make dumb decisions. I'll give credit where it's due for Miami. To play a whole half of basketball with 1 turnover is very impressive. The Bulls have more than 5, I'll tell you that much. And Miami, in the whole game as of now, has 1 turnover. That's very impressive. And again, to keep the ball means that you're most likely going to get more shots than the other team. And you know how that goes. If you keep the ball, that means Miami gets more shots. And when Miami gets more shots than the Bulls, there's a higher chance that Miami's going to win the game. I think that's just basic stats. But yeah, they're doing a good job at the moment. And I think that's a big reason why they have a 9-point lead at the moment. It's because they've kept the ball. And the Bulls haven't really kept the ball. I mean, let's take a look. Again, it's a game break at the moment. Let's look at the turnover stats for the Bulls. Interesting. We just got to see. Got to see how bad we truly are at this point. So we got turnovers. Where's turnovers? The Bulls have 6 turnovers. 6 compared to 1. That's a big difference. And I don't think 6 is that bad. Maybe in a half it's pretty bad. But if we finish on like 6 to 10 turnovers in the game, I would call that a pretty successful night for the Bulls turnover-wise. But I guess it also determines the assist rate as well. If we have really bad assists, but low turnovers, then that just means that isolation is all that we're doing. Anyway, timeout done. Let's see if the Bulls can make a mini comeback with the last couple of minutes of this half. You got Stacey King singing in my ear at the moment. All right. Looks like we got Jimmy. Ah, man. Jimmy, bro. Am I missing something? When did Jimmy become a flopper? Literally, this is crazy. Bro! I can't believe it. Surely Jimmy was not this bad for the Bulls as a flopper. I knew he flopped sometimes, but this is crazy. Maybe it's one of those things you don't notice it when it's on your team. Oh, and a putback dunk from Richardson. That's what happens when you don't box out. And Miami back to a double-digit lead. 11 points. 26 points in the paint for Miami. Oh, and Kevin Love comes back to deflect. That will remain Bulls ball. Who boxes him out? I think that's Levine's man. Levine's too stuck in the paint. Miami has a flopping mentality. I mean, I know that, but I didn't think Jimmy was that bad at it, man. Like, I knew he flopped a little bit. Even for the Bulls, he flopped a little bit. But, bro, I feel like he flops every possession. He used to draw fouls a lot like DeMar with his pump fakes, but he never used to flop like this. It's crazy. That's where LeBron learned it. Oh, man. I'm picturing in my head the LeBron flop with Dwight Howard. I feel like that meme, I think it's with Dwight Howard. That's funny. Caruso at the line to bring it to single digits. He misses the first. Again, they're talking about the flop. Jimmy knows he flops. Again, it's not like he didn't know that he did it. He's literally telling DeMar how he did it. DeMar's trying to learn. As Alex Caruso makes the second. He's going to do it again. Not this time. Kevin Love. Oh, that's a heck of a move from K Love. Makes the three as well. Sent Vooch flying. Shout out to Nazir Muhammad for putting him in place. Yeah, just a straight shove. He probably flopped that as well. Oh, Vooch, nice catch. AC trying to do everything he can. He grabs the steal. Let's go. Alex Caruso earning the fouls the hard way. No flops for AC. Tries to get the putback. The putback was blocked, to be fair, by Butler. But he grabs the steal instantly. Again, this is if we're talking about potential trades, Miami must be looking at AC. He fits them so well. Let's hope he doesn't start flopping. LaVine gets an open dunk. Alright, some defense here would be nice. Let's go on a mini run. K-Love for three. Oh, he's on one offensively. I think it's about time we switch that matchup. Vooch just can't. He just can't. Vooch cannot guard Kevin Love. He can't guard Bam. At this point, I'm thinking about keeping Drummond in for the vast majority of the game. The problem with Vucevic is he's not providing much offensively either that Andre Drummond isn't providing. So, again, Vooch is definitely the better offensive player, but when he's not making threes and the post hooks are not necessarily falling, he's too much of a liability on defense. So at some point, you have to take him out of the game. I mean, Bam is cooking him, and now Kevin Love is cooking him. Like, at what point do you have to try and switch that matchup? Maybe try to go a little bit smaller, play a smaller lineup out there, but whatever the case may be, when you have 5 players out there that can shoot the three, that's not going to suit Vooch very well. AC fits every team so well. I know, but I'm saying as in Miami were interested in Alex Caruso beforehand, and yeah, they were interested in him beforehand, and he's having a good introduction to them in the last 2 games. He's played very well. He fits Miami culture well, except for the flopping. Let's hope he doesn't start doing that, because that'll be very upsetting. We almost get a steal. Kevin Love. That doesn't count. I think that's a moving screen. Okay, we'll take that. I think Caruso's 100% from 3 so far. Hopefully he stops shooting threes this whole game. I mean, yes and no. I think 100% would be nice to look at, but if we're trying to win the game, I want AC to have the ball in his hands, I'll be honest. Again, he's been different breed offensively this season. All right, DeMar to LaVine. Vooch in the paint. I'm sorry, how's that not a foul? Even Caruso's not one to complain that often. That's ridiculous that that's not a foul. That was a hack if I've ever seen one. Hasquez to Richardson for 3. And that's poor. Bam. Chases the rebounds. They're going to get the last shot, which means the Bulls are going to end this half with a double-digit deficit. It's not like we've not been here before. Jimmy for 3. Off. Rebound Kobe's. 5 seconds. Come on, push. Push. Tries to find LaVine. That's tough. AC does miss the 3. Thankfully, the time does run out. Oh, you better believe AC will start flopping when he gets there, if and when. No. Please don't say that. I don't want AC to start flopping. No, but it's actually insane how much Jimmy flops. Like, I'm not trying to say it as a diss. Again, he knows what he's doing, so even if it is a diss, who cares? There was even a point in the last game he was talking to a fan about flopping. Like, he does it all the time, but I just find it crazy how different he was from Chicago to now. Like, I don't think he did this in Philly or Minnesota. Like, it's just crazy to me. Anyway, the Bulls are down 65-53, a 12-point lead for Miami. I think this is their largest lead, if I'm not mistaken, of the entire game. But again, this is a half where, look, I'm not happy that we're losing the game by 12 points, but I'm happy that the Bulls have had a better half, if you know what I mean. We very rarely score 53 points in a half this season. So we've come back earlier in the game, which is a positive. Still a negative that you still let a team get to 10 points, a deficit, or a 10-point lead on you, which, again, I just don't think we're ever going to stop. But we did well to come back early. It seems like it's a game full of runs at the moment. As soon as the Bulls make a mini run, Miami go on a mini run, and that's why the lead stayed around the same for the entire game. Miami managing the game well, and the Bulls at the moment are trying to fight for the win. So if the game stays like this, I guess the entire time, it's not something I'm gonna like make a game reaction and just scream and shout my lungs out, if you know what I mean. Again, these are the type of losses I can handle if this is how it's going to happen, where the Bulls are scratching and clawing every single quarter for all 4 quarters, and it's competitive, and it's actually a good game to watch offensively and defensively, not just on the defensive end. But again, it's still very early. The Bulls could still have a way to mess this up and very much upset me. But with that in mind, as we normally do, first and foremost, please let me know what you guys think of the first half and what we need to do in the second half to, I guess, give us a chance to win the game. Let me know what you guys think about that. But I'm going to quickly go to the halftime stats and kind of see who's having a good and bad game for the Chicago Bulls. So let's do that real quick. So first and foremost, we've got DeMar DeRozan, who has 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists with 1 block. He is 3 from 3 from the field. That's 100%, ladies and gentlemen. Fair play to DeMar DeRozan. Again, I think a whole bunch of our big threes not actually being too aggressive in this game. But that means that the points are going to everybody. It's being spread really, really well. We've got Alex Caruso, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 from 4 from the field, 2 from 2 from the three-point line. Excellent stuff. Vucevic, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 from 7 on the night, 0 from 1 from 3, 42.9%. I think Vucevic has struggled so much in this game, it's not even funny. I think he struggled offensively, and I think he's struggling defensively as well. So it's ridiculous, I guess. Ian, I think Andre Drummond should be getting more minutes. I think it's ridiculous the defensive work he's putting in today. Zach LaVine, 5 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists, 2 from 4 from the field. Again, Zach not being aggressive, but you know how Zach LaVine is. He'll probably come out in the second half and take 20 shots. That seems to be the type of games that he plays these days. Kobe White, 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists, 4 from 6 from the field, 3 from 5 from the three-point line. Kobe had a very strong first quarter in this game, but since then, don't think I've noticed him all that well. But 11 points is a great return in a half. Let's hope it continues. Then on the bench, we got Torrey Craig with 0 points. Ayo has 4 points. Very nice to see. Andre Drummond has 2 points. So there you go. That's the half for the Chicago Bulls. If you turn to Miami, Jimmy Butler's got 12. Duncan Robinson's got 11. Kevin Love's got 11. Jasquez got 9. Richardson's got 7. So they're very well balanced as well. They're definitely a team that has a lot of variety in their scoring. So it's a fairly even game, but the Bulls are still down double digits. So it is what it is. I wouldn't say it's that massively fair. We try to fix this. Why won't it work? No, it's not working. I'll take that. Leave it as it is. All right. LaMelo just tied the game against Boston with 7 seconds left. It's going to OT. Oh. Well, I'm going to chuck that game on while we wait for this halftime because you know me. No one likes halftime. Who likes halftime, man? Why don't you want the game to just be over with, you know? Can I even watch this game? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. All right, let's take a look. Anyway, I'm just going to watch this game for entertainment purposes, but I'm still going to be very engaged in the chat. Also, while we're here, let's check the other games around the NBA and see what's going on over there. So, So far, with the games being played today, the Bucks are beating the Wizards. The Bucks have scored 140 points. That's a massive feat. Obviously, the Charlotte Hornets and Boston are going to overtime, like Jordan has mentioned. The Pistons are bringing it to the Denver Nuggets. They're actually up in this game. 3 minutes and 53 seconds to go. They are up by 1. Detroit could be beating the reigning champions. The Clippers are beating the Spurs by 11. The Pelicans are beating the Kings by 13. And the Timberwolves are beating the Knicks by 2. There's a lot of close games today, which is great. So, yeah, interesting. Duncan Robinson had 11 points when the Bulls were still on 0. He hasn't scored since. Wow. He hasn't played a lot since then, to be fair, as well. It might be a secret weapon. But again, I think we're starting to blitz him a little bit more. So he's going to have a hard time shooting the ball. But that does mean guys like Bam and Kevin Love, again, they've kind of stepped up to the plate as well. So yeah, it's an interesting game. An interesting game. So, what I'd like to see for the Chicago Bulls in the second half, well, first and foremost, I would like to see rooting for those rebuilding teams. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Especially if we're going to try and rebuild in the future, I guess you want rebuilding teams to win games. Nuggets don't have Mike Malone or Jokic. They got ejected. Really? Okay, so context is key there. I didn't know that. But still, that's a massive win. Again, if Detroit win that game, they don't verse Denver very often. So to get that win would be very important for them, I would think. Especially for confidence, regardless of who gets ejected or not. I'm just watching LaMelo, and LaMelo misses a layup. It's a tie game there in OT. Anyway, what I'd like to see improved in the second half of the Bulls, I think, again, the turnovers. Like, Miami are just having a freakishly good game in terms of reducing their turnovers. Only 1 on the night. I'm assuming that will increase at some point, but that means the Bulls also need to lower their turnovers to get that at an even playing field. So I'd like to see less turnovers. I think, again, I'd like to see a switch and a matchup change for the center position. Like Bam is cooking Vucevic, and Bam is definitely cooking, or Kevin Love is cooking Vucevic as well on the defensive end. If Vucevic is not going to provide anything offensively that's going to benefit the Bulls, if he's not playmaking or he's not making his shots, I feel like he has to do what he did against Orlando for a little bit, and that's play Andre Drummond extended minutes when he was getting us back in the game. I think that needs to happen in this game as well, especially if Andre Drummond's going to do well. Obviously, we'll see. It's up to Andre Drummond. He has a chance to really make an impact in this type of game. We'll see if it happens. Again, I think we need to see a little bit more aggression from our starters. I mean, Levine and DeMar DeRozan have 7 shots respectively. Vucevic has 7 shots altogether himself. So 2 players not being aggressive out of the big 3, and they're both actually shooting with good percentages. Zach LaVine with 50%. I think it was 2 from 4. DeMar DeRozan 3 from 3. So they're shooting good percentages. So you'd like to see the aggression side of things from those guys step up. But that's really about it, honestly. I don't think the Bulls have played a very bad half at all. But Miami are playing a very good half in their own right. So that's what it is, a competitive game. Miami playing well, the Bulls playing okay. We'll see how it ends up looking like towards the end of the game. Pretty much, it looks like it's going to be a good finish. We'll see if the Bulls will walk out on top or if Miami get their revenge. That's what we're going to see. We'll wait and see. LaMelo is cooking. I think, did he just set Drew to the floor? Oh my goodness. Oh, LaMelo. Oh my goodness. They're up 112 to 110 right. Hey, this is a good game. I'm not going to lie. Tatum just swats. Who even is that? I don't even know who that is. Oh, no way that's Mark Williams. Is that his name? I think his name's Mark Williams, the center. No way that's it. Bro, when did he get hair like that? That's crazy, bro. I must be tripping. LaMelo for 3. That's off. I think it's a shot clock violation. Again, I don't know why I'm commentating for another team, but I'm assuming someone will let me know when the half starts for the Bulls, or I could just keep on checking to see when it starts. But, you know, if I have League Pass for other teams, I may as well use it, especially at halftime when there's nothing going on for the Bulls at the moment. Probably still on game break or some halftime entertainment. Jaylen Brown mid-range. Is that no? Porzingis with the putback. Wowee. Boston, they're on one. Aiden's Hornets showed. No, oh no. Why couldn't you say Boston, bro? Like who? No disrespect. Like I wouldn't want to be a Hornets fan. Gordon Hayward mid-range. What a bucket! Nah, change my name to Aiden's Hornets show right now. Hey, you're a mod. You have that power. Change my name right now. Oh, it's a 1-point game. Oh my goodness. We're actually gonna be able to see the ending of this game. That's crazy. Tatum with the kick ball. Who do you have winning the game? I think Boston played a back-to-back, so I'm actually going to go with Charlotte. It's at Charlotte's home as well. They're up by 1. I think they'll have what it takes to win the game. I'm going to pick Charlotte. I have a friend that's a Boston fan. He's not very keen on seeing them lose. Oh, it's a block. Payne Pritchard gets swatted. Mark Williams again. The new hairstyle. New him. I'm convinced he's not had that hairstyle before. I could not recognize him at all. Yeah, but he swats him. Wow. Payton Pritchard. Okay. Gordon Hayward attacks mid-range. Oh, he misses badly. It's still a 1-point game. Anything can happen here. Again, why am I commentating this game? Like I'm doing a Boston. Hey, I might change the stream to Boston versus Charlotte Watchalong. Porzingis misses the 3. Drew Holiday with the rebounds. Tatum, you can't leave him that open. Yeah, you deserve to lose if you're going to leave him open. Mark Williams out here looking like Rob. He does, bro. I actually couldn't tell. I'm like, bro, is Rob Williams versus his old team? Then I realized he played for the Blazers. He's not even, I think he's injured as well. They left Tatum open. Hayward gets a dunk. It's a tie game. Hey, double OT? Who says no to double OT? I think the Bulls might say no to double OT because the game will probably be on by the time that starts. Okay, it's still halftime, so I'll take it for now. Oh, they got the rebounds. And the timeout, I think. I don't know what's happening there. I think it's a timeout. Again, I'm not listening to the game. Come on. Who says no to a LaMelo Ball buzzer beater right now? Remember that play where he pointed at the logo and he shot it from there? Who says no? The last shot of the game, he points at the logo and then he shoots the logo 3. I say make it happen. Make it happen. It's a great play, though. Great pass to Gordon Hayward for a dunk. Crucial shot. Sheesh. Hey, if I think do we verse Charlotte soon? I don't think we versed them many times soon, but you know, Mark Williams is someone to worry about, bro. That hairdo, man, he's looking scary out there, you know, playing aggressive. All right. 28 seconds left. We might be able to see the ending of this game. We'll see if Charlotte makes the shot. I wonder how Brandon Miller's doing. Haven't heard much about him. Or Scoot Henderson, to be fair. All I hear about, again, from Australia, bro, the hype train of Wembanyama is insane. That's all I hear about. The third quarter's about to start. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that. Yes, it is about to start. All right, I'll watch this one shot, and whatever happens, happens. Because they're about to shoot it. Oh my goodness, they made it. Who was that? It's Bridges. I don't know if I should be celebrating that. Anyway, back to the Bulls game. Let's turn this off. Goodbye, Charlotte. Enjoy your 3. Okay. Let's put the Bulls game. This is what it's all about. The Bulls. All right. Let's watch the Bulls. All right. Jordan's gone crazy. Is Alex Caruso? I think he made a shot. I missed the first 30 seconds. 58 to 65. It looks like we're going on a bit of a run here. A mini run. Duncan Robertson. Alex Caruso guarding. Bam in the post. Fronting Nikola Vucevic makes the mid-range. Those are the type of shots you can't really do much about. His hands are up. Not trying to get beat off the dribble. Vooch in the post. DeMar for 3. Oh my. DeMar DeRozan just said, give me the ball in the corner. That's a tough shot for him. Bam, trying to isolate. Kicks it out to Lowry in the corner. Rebound Levine. It's a 6-point game. Levine, 3. Oh my. Zach Levine with a step back 3. I don't like those shots, but it goes in there. Oh, and Bam gets the M1. Bam's just cooking tonight. Again, he cooked last game. He's cooking tonight, man. He's on something else. He's built different. Oh, it's a tough shot. Again, I think there's a conversation for stopping ball there. We didn't do it. Alrighty. We got Bam making the free throw. Tatum got fouled at the end of the game winner. He will now shoot 3 free throws to tie. Oh my goodness. How did the Hornets fumble that badly? Anyway, I'm not watching their game anymore. Couldn't care less anymore. It's the Bulls time, baby. Good luck to Charlotte or Boston. It doesn't really matter. I don't care. Good luck to any of them. All right, Levine, pick and roll. Is Levine going to be aggressive? He kicks it to Vooch for 3. I don't like that shot either for Vooch, honestly. Kyle Lowry in the post. Kicks it to Butler. Butler's going to call for that foul. He doesn't get it. Kobe pushes. Kobe for 3. Not good enough. Rebound to Bam Adebayo. What? Why is Caruso on him? Who's mismatching over here? You know what? Put Caruso on him at this point. Yeah? He got the steal. He got this. Caruso's just different, bro. Levine trying to get a 3-on-1 transition. It's 3-on-1. He passes it out. Kobe to DeMar in the corner. Takes the bounce to step in. Oh, and he's missed the 3. And Jimmy Butler coming back in transition. Kicks it to Robertson. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Bam just shoots a 3. Kobe White trying to guard Jimmy in the post. I don't like this matchup. Caruso helps. That's the type of defense we need. Oh, but Lowry gets an open 3. That's not good. Tatum missed the final free throw. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Kobe and 1. Kobe, it looks like he got hurt there. Or he's tired or something. Alright. Kobe gone to the line. And he makes the free throw. Lowry. Bam. They find Jimmy in the post. That's good help from Zach. I think a tad bit too late, but the right idea as Jimmy gets the post hook. Again, it's back and forth at the moment. 8-point game. Kobe finds an open three. Oh, Kobe. Kobe. Oh my goodness, Kobe White. I love when Kobe plays well. And now he's guarding Jimmy Butler on the other end. He's doing everything he can to try and make an impact in this game. Zach LaVine with the double team. Highsmith to Robertson. Tough shot. In and out. Rebound Vooch. This is excellent defense from the Bulls as we run in transition. LaVine better not take this shot. All right. He's placed the Vooch. Vooch with the foul. He's gone to the line. Again, as long as Zach LaVine did not take that three with about 5 people in the paint, I was happy. And he ended up making the right play. Credit where it's due to Zach LaVine. Not trying to chuck up every bad shot under the sun. He's trying to play make. What's going on? Did Vooch make that? I missed if he made that or not. All right. All 5 starters in double figures. Wow, that must be a first. Kyle Lowry. Oh my. I need to be quiet. I need to be quiet. Oh my goodness. Kyle Lowry. Okay, it doesn't count. They want a review. Kyle Lowry made a ridiculous 3, and Kobe White fouls him. Even Zach LaVine, bro. Zach LaVine just put his hands on his head like this. Like, what did I just see? All right, it doesn't count. Thank goodness. Lowry will just get the 3 anyway. You got to stop Kyle Lowry now. He's the last guy that should be heating up. Zach tries to go to Vooch. Goes to Caruso. If he goes under the screen, Caruso, attack. Excellent work. Again, you got to put Duncan Robinson in defensive situations. That was awful defense from him. But Vooch just misses the shot. Lowry. Bam, sizing up. Gallops into the paint. Oh, and he gets the little touch. Back to 8 points for Miami. Again, it's back and forth at the moment. All right. I'm assuming that means Charlotte did win this game. They did. 121 to 118. There you go. They win an OT. Fair play to them, I guess. And again, for the Bulls, it's just the same. It's the same type of thing, man. Same old story. The Bulls going to run, the Heat going to run. The Bulls going to run, the Heat going to run. How is Zach doing? I think Zach's doing okay. He made a big 3 at the beginning of this quarter. He's also got a couple of assists, I believe, in this quarter as well. Is it the sweet life of Zach and Kobe? Let's take a look at Zach's stats before I say anything like that. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at Zach's stats. Zach has 11 points, 4 assists, 4 from 6. I would say this is the Kobe and Zach show. Let's pull Kobe first for a change. But all of our starters are in double digits, so it's, you know. Even Pat. Let's put Kobe and Pat. Zach and Pat. It's everybody's show at the moment. But again, we're still losing by 8. So it's nobody's show if we lose. It's the Miami Heat show if we lose. The sweet life of the Miami Heat. All right. Well, expect the Bulls to go on a run. That's the last thing I'm going to say. The Bulls are going to go on a run. I think we're going to bring... I'm hoping... What I'm hoping for to give us a real fighting chance to win this game To be fair, 8 points is very, very reasonable to come back from, no matter what time it is on the shot clock or the time in the game. I would love for this quarter, the Bulls to fight their way back to at least 4 points before the end of the quarter. Because that's going to mean an exciting finish, I would think. Where it's literally anybody's chance to win. When it's like a 2-possession or a 1-possession type game heading into the fourth quarter, that's anybody's game. That's a toss-up. So that's what I'm hoping for. But we'll see. Again, Miami could go on the biggest run and make this a game that we can't come back from. Or the Bulls can do the same. It's anybody's game right now. There's plenty of time left on the game. Oh, the Dunkin' Donut race. I'm not going to lie. I could use a bagel right now. Come on. Surely the bagel's winning. I don't know. It never shows. Never ever shows. Okay, here we go. DeMar DeRozan. Ball in his hands. He kicks it to Zach. Zach just catch and shoot. Doesn't get the bounce. Someone tips it in. I'm assuming that's Vooch. Oh, and a turnover. Highsmith. Highsmith and Lowry. Not on the same page. I think that's Miami's second turnover of the night. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Miami giving us the ball back. They've got 3 turnovers this quarter. Again, we knew that was going to rise. 1 turnover and a half is ridiculous. So they've clearly, again, they've stepped up their turnover rate. We'll see if the Bulls can capitalize. DeMar DeRozan misses the mid-range. Bam, does not take the mid-range. Kicks it to Lowry. Oh, that's Highsmith, my bad. Back to Bam in the post. Good help. He gets the layup. DeMar tries to double team Bam on a bio. Highsmith gets an easy layup. Caruso was on him. Oh, Vooch! Vooch couldn't get that ball. Another turnover for the Bulls. Jimmy in the post. Fade away. It's good defense from Kobe. Rebounds by DeMar DeRozan. Pick and roll. Kobe doesn't shoot the 3. Kicks it back to DeMar. Looking for the better shot. DeMar mid-range. That's off. DeMar's missed a couple of shots in this quarter. Jimmy to Lowry. Oh, Highsmith with the beautiful cut. It looks like someone stepped out of bounds. Oh, Highsmith with the foul. That's even better. Yeah, they're calling a moving screen. Bam coming out of the game. Okay. Bam's been the biggest difference maker. If there's any time to go on a run, this is it. You got to stop Kevin Love. You have to take your chances and hope Kevin Love has a bad stretch. Vooch, post hook. Gets it to go. All right, you got to step up on Kevin Love now. Do not give him easy threes. He's a vet. He'll make them. Jimmy. Vucevic switched on him. Highsmith. That's not good enough from Kobe White. He had all the time in the world to think about that 3. Kobe just did not step up at all. Miscommunication there on defense. Caruso to Kobe. Finds Vooch to Torrey Craig. They blitz the pick and roll. Oh, Jimmy tries to get the steal. That breaks Miami's defense. Torrey Craig fighting for the ball. It goes out of bounds. Again, that reach from Jimmy Butler. He almost got a steal, but the Bulls fought through that. Unlucky not to get the shot to go. Butler. Oh, it's a good pass, but a good steal from Caruso. Attacking. No foul for Alex Caruso. Miami in transition. Butler misses the layup. Nah, I hate that foul. I'm sorry. These fouls are ridiculously late. Bro, Vucevic literally has the rebound in his hands, ready to pass it in transition by the time that whistle is called. If you're going to call the foul, call it regardless. That's a horrible call, man. That's disgusting. Bro, these refs, man. Like, surely it's in their training. I don't know. It's a bad call. Really bad call. That's an insane call. Exactly. They're ridiculous, guys. It's so bad. Just call it there so we all know. Man. They need to dock refs' pays. Bro, like, we need a whole new set of refs at this point. The amount of times they do that is ridiculous. You should never be thinking to yourself, oh, if Jimmy Butler makes this shot, I'm not going to call it. But if Jimmy misses, I'm going to call it. Bro, what is that? That's not fair at all. Either call it or don't call it. No one's disputing it's a foul, but you call it so late, it's just not acceptable. I hate ref interference, and some teams can rely on the refs to help them. I think outside of those calls, Kevin Love tries to throw that transition pass. Kobe does well to intercept. But yeah, when it comes to stuff like that, I mean, it's horrible. And Kobe gets an hour one. Kobe White's having a great game. But yeah, those things should just be eliminated from the game, bro. Just call the foul if it's a foul. That's it. It's not hard. And you know that's exactly how they think. It is. It's no secret. Come on, Kobe. Make the free throw. Got it to go. 87 to 79. Kobe is cooking. He is indeed. 20 points. A season high for Kobe. Richardson. Kevin Love. Tries to find Butler in the paint. There's a bunch of people there. Jaquez makes the three. Again, this is exactly what the Miami Heat needed in response from last game. Their bench production was poor. That's been improved. Their three-point shooting was poor. That's been improved. The Bulls have improved. Oh, we almost turned it over. The Bulls have improved as well, but Miami's done very well. Io mid-range off. Vooch gets his own miss. And Lowry just says, give me that. That's a free cookie right there. How many for Kobe? Kobe has 20 points right now. That is a foul. Timeout Miami, it looks like. Let's get a quick drink. I could use the drink. And we are back. We are back indeed. Yeah, Kobe has 20 points. Doing really, really well at the moment. 20 points in 3 quarters is nothing to laugh at. Had a good first quarter, having a very good third quarter. But yeah, as I was saying, Miami have made some very good adjustments in this game. They're putting more people in the post. Their 3-point shots percentages have increased. And their bench production has increased. Like, I honestly can't sit here and say the Bulls are playing an awful game. They're about to score 80 points in 3 quarters. Normally, we see the Bulls team drop 80 or 90 points in a game. And they're dropping that in 3 quarters. The Bulls have played well. But Miami, they've raised their game as well, man. But Miami's a good team. You expect that from Miami. From the Bulls, do you really expect them to always step up? Not too sure. Is Patrick Williams if Patrick Williams was scoring like Kobe, the front office, I assume you say, would for sure blow up the team and rebuild around Kobe, Io, Pat, and Phillips. I mean, let's be honest. If Pat was scoring like Kobe, we would be winning more games than we're losing. I'll be honest. It's as simple as that. If Pat was dropping 20 points in a game, or even 15 points in a game, do you know how many games we would have won this season? It would have been a bunch. If Pat was scoring the way that we want Pat to score, I think it's very unlikely Zach requests a trade first and foremost, and I think it's very unlikely that the Bulls would be 5-9 at the moment. I'm not saying that's all Pat. That could be anybody. It could be Io. It could be Javon Carter. It could literally be anybody. But I'm saying if Pat is scoring like Kobe, if anyone is scoring like Kobe, 11 to 15 points a game, every game, this Bulls team would be winning a lot. It's not just Pat, but it's also Pat as well. Pat's involved. Same with Torrey Craig, for example. If Torrey Craig makes 3 threes a game, 9 points, we would be winning a lot more games than we're losing. Torrey Craig's been struggling offensively for the Bulls. I know people don't want to see it because he's a new signing, but Torrey Craig offensively struggles in these games. He's not shooting his 3-point percentages as well as... actually, I want to check that real quick. I don't mean to just bag on Torrey Craig because he's one of the only guys that actually moves on the team, but let's check Torrey Craig's 3-point percentages. Why not? We got time. Torrey Craig basketball reference. The game is still on, by the way. We'll see who makes the bucket for Miami. It's Miami ball at the moment. Jimmy Butler misses the layup. Rebound Drummond. It's going to go out of bounds, I think, to the Bulls. Or there's a foul called or something there. So, yeah, Torrey Craig is shooting 32% from 3. He shot 34% last in his career. So he's shooting, I wouldn't say a career low, but he's shooting lower than his averages. So, yeah, don't like that, do we? We don't like to see that. I'd always expect Io and Pat to get 15 points per game. Nah, I think it's unrealistic to see that with the way this Bulls team plays. As Haskins gets a 3, this guy's cooking. Someone's got to put a hand up on him. 93 to 79. Miami's running away with it now. Again, he's cooking. He's literally made every shot. I feel like he's not missed. But, yeah, what I was going to say is, it's hard to expect, especially Io. Io doesn't even get any minutes to get 15 points per game, but the way this Bulls team plays, it's very ball dominant for a lot of guys, like Zach, DeMar, and Vooch. They're ball dominant. They need the ball in their hands to make a difference. So when you have players like that, it's hard to expect Kobe, Pat, Io, Caruso, or Craig to make the difference and score the points necessary to make a big impact, or to actually for us to believe that they're developing in the right ways. Yes, of course, if DeMar, Zach, and Vooch weren't here, those guys would probably be averaging what you're expecting them to average. But they are here. So I can't expect Patrick Williams to get 15 points per game when DeMar and Zach and Vooch are here. But in all fairness, in today's game, even though, again, Miami's running away with it, which is getting me frustrated, it's a very well-balanced scoring effort from these guys. All right, we'll see. All right, timeout for the Bulls. It's either go on a run or we're going home right now. Well, we already are home, but still going home in defeat. You have to go on a run in this next minute as Jimmy Butler forces an out of bounds. It will be Bulls ball. If Kobe was coming off the bench, he would be averaging 15. Maybe, but he's not. I don't think he would be, to be honest. I think he'd still be averaging around 12. Io to Pat. Pat to Craig. Craig for 3. That's off. Come on, we got to get a stop here. We cannot let the Heat score this. Jimmy to Love. Love is just shooting with confidence. Off. Oh, Torrey Craig gives it to the other team. This man wants to join Miami. Butler for 3. We get the rebounds. All right, we got DeMar attacking. Shoots the mid-range over Haskins. Got it to go. Bulls always come back in the 4th. I mean, it's true, but I don't like to see it every game. I want to see the Bulls actually, not have to come back from a stupid amount. Butler trying to isolate on DeMar. Finds Richardson in the corner. Someone has lost their man. Io's lost his man. Lowry gets the offensive rebound. Richardson open shot. We got bowed out there. Io lost his man that possession. All right, come on. Let's get some stops. 7 seconds left. DeMar. Pick and roll. Oh, they blitz it. Someone's got to shoot. That's what happens when DeMar DeRozan in the final seconds is at the 3-point line. Bro, they're just going to double team him. Like, they're not going to expect him to make it, so double team him, That's good defense from Miami. And the Bulls are down by 12 in the 3rd quarter. They're going to have to come back from a 12-point deficit in the 4th. Is it doable? Absolutely, it is doable. But it doesn't put us in the best position at the moment. So, again, in a team like Miami, you don't expect them to choke 2 games in a row. Like, Miami are going to come out to ensure that they don't close this game out in a loss, if you know what I mean. They're going to step up. So, it's going to be a lot tougher than last game, I think, to win. But let's be honest, if you expected the Bulls to beat Miami twice, with all due respect, no matter how good the Bulls have played in 3 quarters, like, you must be crazy if you think we're going to beat the Heat twice. I'll be stunned if we actually win this game. If we had one true PG who was getting over 10 assists per game and wasn't the scorer, the machine would work better. It is such a bummer. Again, I'm not going to say I told you guys so, and maybe it's not even smart to do this anyway, but I feel like if we had Chris Paul, we would be better. I remember making constant videos about Chris Paul, asking, would you guys trade for Chris Paul? I understand trading for Chris Paul is an issue because he's old, in all fairness, and he's not as good as he used to be. But I feel like the way that he kind of went to the Warriors, if he got bought out from the Wizards, I would have loved to have had a Chris Paul. But people didn't agree with me there. I still feel like even now, Chris Paul is not a primary scorer. He's not a scoring machine. He's not been a scoring machine for about 6 years. But he's still an assist champion. And I felt like he could have worked. But that's just me. I guess I will die on that sword if I have to. I know people will disagree. I think people in the chat will disagree. People might even unsubscribe for that take. It's fine. But yeah, all I would say is I think a guy like that could have worked. By the way, if you guys are new, we are entering the 4th quarter of this game. We know the Bulls like to make it close in the 4th quarter. Feel free to drop a like if you haven't already. We got 13 likes. That would be very much let's try to get 15 likes. I don't want to ask for something massive. I think the highest likes we've ever had on a watch-along is 17. Let's try and get to 15. I think that would be very much appreciated. Subscribe if you are new. And the 4th quarter has begun. Sup, guys? How you guys doing about Dennis Schroeder? I don't know what you mean. I think if you're asking what I think about him, I don't think he would have worked for the Bulls. That's my honest opinion. If that's what you're asking. We don't need our PG to be a scorer. CP has always improved the teams he's joined. It's a stat. I'm hoping if we blow it up, we trade Zach for Chris Paul just to make Kobe play even better. What's Chris Paul's contracts looking like? And I don't think if we're trying to win, you trade for Chris Paul. Because I still think Chris Paul will get you a couple of wins just by the fact that his assist-to-turnover ratio is insane. So I think he'll still get you wins. I wouldn't trade for Chris Paul. Again, if you're trying to rebuild, Kobe's meant to be your go-to guy. So he should be the one with the ball in his hands, playmaking and scoring. It shouldn't be somebody else. So I would not do that. And plus, I think it would be a shame for Chris Paul to end his years on a rebuilding team. So yeah. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Look, Dennis Schroeder is a solid player. I think for certain teams he works. I think for this Bulls team, he wouldn't work. Again, the playmaking is already shoddy enough as it is. Dennis Schroeder, to me, is a guy that brings a lot of good defense these days. Maybe with Toronto, not usually a good defender. Brings some competitive spirit. I like that about him. He can score. I like that about him as well. But I don't think he would be the best on this team, in all honesty. That's just my thoughts. He's a good player, though. And I think the Toronto Raptors did a very good job to bring him in when they knew Fred VanVleet was going for the max. I think they did a very good job to bring Dennis Schroeder in for Fred VanVleet. Because Dennis Schroeder is a cheaper option and he can do a lot of good things, but he's not necessarily a superstar. And Fred, I still say it till now, Fred VanVleet going for the max is insane. I'm going to say it. The season that he had last year and he went for the max, that's crazy. Golden State Warriors might really like Chris. I think the way that they're using him is very interesting. But again, I don't know what happened. I look at the chat for about a minute. 97 to 81. What happened, guys? Did they just score 2 threes and I just blinked and missed it? Is my brain zoning out? 97 to 81. What is that? Wow. So many people are against Dillon Brooks last year. I really thought that he could come to Chicago and make a difference, just like Patrick Beverley. Dillon Brooks is a meme. I must admit that. But the thing about Dillon Brooks that I had a problem with is that he went for $20 million. That's the problem with Dillon Brooks. That's the problem with Dillon Brooks. He's overpriced for his contract, in my opinion. I think $20 million is a lot of money to pay someone that, you know, I guess to pay someone that is crazy, of his caliber at least. But if he was on a cheaper contract, I've said it publicly in videos. I would like Dillon Brooks in Chicago. I would, but not for $20 million. Same with Patrick Beverley when he asked for $15 million. Hey, look, I like Patrick Beverley. I want him in Chicago, but not for $15 million. As Patrick Williams gets a block, DeMar DeRozan in transition. Javon Carter 4-3. Oh, that would have been a needed shot. Drummond gets the board, but Miami save it. And it looks like they're going to hit it in transition. Martin 4-3. All right, we get a little bit of a break there. So many game. Okay, wait. So many people. We said that already. Apparently, Warriors fans want LaVine because no one is helping Curry on offense. So I doubt Curry approves of Clay being traded for Zach. So it has to be Chris Paul. I think you could get Clay in a trade for Zach. Maybe Steph won't be happy about it, but Clay is on an expiring contract, so that works for the Bulls if we're rebuilding. Because we won't need to bring Clay back. Or if you want to retool even, if you want to retool, Clay is that off-ball player that you could use as Bam just gets a wide open dunk. This is looking ugly. Clay's an off-ball player we could use. But again, I don't think Clay makes us dramatically better. In fact, I don't think he makes us better at all, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I think Zach to the Warriors would be an interesting idea. And I'm not going to say it will not happen. But I think it's unlikely. I think other teams would pursue Zach, but more than what the Warriors would. And in terms of Chris Paul, again, is Chris Paul's contract still a big amount? I'll check that because again, this game looks like it's already a write-off. 99 to 84. So when are you live calling the Hornets game again? I'll do the next one, bro. No worries. Just for a laugh. I'm changing my name and everything again. It's all good. What was I gonna do? Chris Paul contracts. If his contract's still ridiculous, then again, it might actually make sense for the Bulls to trade for that contract because it should surely be expiring. Warriors could give us Kuminga and a pick. I would take Kuminga and a pick. I would like 2 picks, in all honesty, for Zach LaVine. I've said that for ages. But if we're getting Clay, Kuminga, and a pick, I'm not saying no to that. Or CP3, Kuminga, and a pick. I'm not saying no to that. For whatever reason, it's not showing me Chris Paul's contract. I think my internet's brain farted a bit, you know? Seems like the stream is working. Alright. Chris Paul contract. Yeah, he's still making 30 million. Next year, he's making 30 million again, but it's non-guaranteed. I would say it's possible to get Chris Paul then, but still don't think that's the best idea at this point. No chance they give up Kuminga. We can all dream, I guess. Aiden's Hornets show. That's right. Yeah. I'm a Hornets fan now, guys. They had the best commentary team in the league. When I watch them, I get pumped. It's like having some caffeine. Draymond, I love Zach LaVine when either play together in the US. Draymond and Zach LaVine, yeah, they have played together. I remember that. I think they won gold, did they not? More likely to get Wiggins than Kuminga. I feel like Wiggins is not a bad player, but he just puts us in the same spot, I feel. In all honesty. But yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think Zach's going to the Warriors anyway. I really don't. No matter who we get in return, I don't think Zach's going to the Warriors. Remember, bro, the Warriors were linked to so many of our players for so long. The Warriors have been linked to Caruso for years. The Warriors have been linked to LaVine now. They were linked to Vucevic at one point. The Warriors are linked to everybody that we have. But they never pull the trigger. And I remember at one point we wanted Wiseman before he went to the Pistons. And that never happened. So I can't see the Warriors actually doing a deal. But again, this is a 20-point game. Again, the Bulls a miserable fourth quarter. Just a miserable fourth quarter. Again, keep the chats going because I don't really want to watch the Bulls get blown out. Wiggins was one of the reasons Warriors won the championship. Kuminga was on the bench during that time. I think what he's trying to say is Kuminga has a lot more potential than Wiggins. Wiggins is an already made player. He's come into the league and averaged points. Kuminga, I feel like, is worse at the moment, but has more potential to be better in the future. So I think that's what he's trying to say. I think if it's California, it's Los Angeles. Again, with the Lakers trade package, if that's all they're offering, if AK accepts that deal, that's the best deal you could get for Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine for D'Lo, Rui Hachimura, a pick swap, and a 2029 first, so you don't even kick your rebuild out for another 5 years. If that's the best that AK could do, he should retire tomorrow. That is not the deal I want to take. I'd rather buy Zach out than do that deal, honestly. That's ridiculous. At least buying Zach LaVine out makes a statement. That would be a horrible trade to do. Still think the package that we get is a lot worse than what we keep talking about. I have no doubts that the trade package no one's going to like when Zach LaVine gets traded. But that Lakers deal is miserable. There's no benefits at all for that Lakers deal. Your rebuild doesn't start until 2029. You could trade for that pick, I guess. Trade that pick. But again, it's not a good pick. Not a good pick. Don't like the pick swap, because again, that just makes no sense anyway. D'Lo's on an expiring contract, and he's not even better than Zach LaVine either. So if you're looking for a retool, that makes no sense. And Rui Hachimura is overpriced. So none of that actually helps. I bet you Steve Kerr would know how to use Zach LaVine, unlike Billy Donovan. You're 100% right. There's not even need to bet. I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. I mean, look at Jordan Poole now. Jordan Poole is already on the trade block for the Wizards. But the Warriors knew how to use him. The Warriors know how to use everybody. They're great. They are great. They are great at finding offensive talent, or not even finding offensive talent to get the best out of them. It also makes it a little bit easier that they're playing with Stephen Curry, right? Like Stephen Curry is just he literally squeezes the defense of other teams. Everybody's gonna get open shots with the Golden State Warriors because how Curry plays, including Zach LaVine. Kuminga is averaging more points than Wiggins this season. And he's averaging more points with Wiggins in less minutes. He's one of the highest valued young players in the league. He's untouchable. I wouldn't say he's untouchable, but I would say it would be hard to deal him, especially for Zach. I think it would take a lot. Again, the Warriors would need to be so desperate that there would have to be like a top 10 player for trade or something like that they would trade Kuminga. And Zach LaVine's not a top 10 player. And it's as simple as that. I don't think you get Kuminga. But look, we can all dream. If they're going to offer up Kuminga, again, I would not say no to Kuminga, Clay, and a pick. Like, if that was the trade package that presented to me, I'd take that in a heartbeat. I would sing for that one. Even Chris Paul, I would sing for that one. But I'm not accepting the Lakers one. I doubt Zach goes to Golden State, but it would be an interesting group if he did. It would be very interesting. The teams that I think Zach LaVine would thrive in is Sacramento and the Warriors. I really think both of those teams he'd thrive in. I don't think he thrives in the Lakers. I really don't. I don't think he thrives in New York. I don't think he thrives in Toronto. I don't think what other teams is interested in him? Any other team, really, I don't think he would massively thrive in. He'll either be the same player or he'll probably get a little bit worse. But I think the Kings, because the Kings are just so talented. They're such a talented offensive group with so many people as threats, that Zach LaVine, I think, can easily make his way into that group as an off-ball or on-ball player. And then the Warriors, because Steve Kerr's an incredible coach. And he's playing with Steph Curry. Everybody will play well with Steph Curry. This is... another 3. 109-90 right now. 19-point game. Again, keep the chats incoming because I don't want to see the Bulls get blown out. At this point, that's a beautiful pass from Zach, to be fair. I always forgot about Sacramento, but they got a good team. And what I like about Sacramento, they got young pieces that can shoot the 3. I'd love to do a deal with Sacramento. I'd love to do a deal with teams like the Rockets, Sacramento, OKC, Indiana. I'd love to do deals with these types of teams because they've got picks and they could potentially give up assets, young assets, potentially, maybe. And they're also in a situation where they feel like if they could get a LaVine, they can compete, right? So those are the teams you're looking to do deals with because they could potentially a tad overgive for Zach LaVine. The Lakers are not going to overgive. The Warriors won't overgive because they're already in a position to compete. Then why would they waste their time with that? I think that's just my opinion. We're looking at teams like Sacramento, OKC, Indiana, these types of teams with assets to give, young talent that we could use, maybe a pick that would be valuable. There's always so many. Hold on. I always forget about Sacramento, but they got a good team. There's always so many California teams. If Zach went to New York and they won, New York would never shut up. I don't care. New York can pipe up all they want, man. It is what it is. I don't care about New York piping up. And plus, I don't think Zach LaVine brings them a championship in New York. I want Ben Shepherd from the Pacers. There's a bunch of people we can get from the Pacers. But again, I'm looking at their picks. I want their picks. Because with the Indiana Pacers, let's look at their standing right now. Let's look at the standings. Where are the Pacers? NBA. Okay. Standings. Regular season standings. Indiana are 7th. Do you think getting Zach LaVine will get them into the top 4? I really don't think it will. I mean, Orlando has to drop eventually. So maybe, but I don't think so. So that means their pick could potentially be valuable enough that we could do a deal with them. The Mecca of basketball always makes me laugh. What is even the Mecca even mean? I don't know what Mecca of basketball means. But by the way, guys, if we get one more like, we have 17 likes. If we have one more like, I think we'll have the most likes in watch-alongs that we've done thus far. Which, again, for a Bulls team that's getting wiped off the floor at the moment, is pretty impressive. So all it takes is one more, guys. If you haven't liked the video already, smash that like button. Let's get the most likes for a watch-along we have ever had. That will mean a huge bunch for me. Appreciate that as well, guys. Again, as you can see, more people are watching, more people are commenting, which is always, again, commenting for me is the #1 thing. I love when I see chats. I love when I see comments. I love interacting with comments. Again, that's the reason why I made a YouTube channel in the first place. So the chat will always be the most important thing. But when you like and subscribe and you're able to share it, it means more people can come into chat. That's why I keep promoting it, because I want to see more people in the chat to talk with. Again, the Bulls are down by 20. I don't want to watch the game. I just don't. It's upsetting that this Bulls team just collapsed. Like, I really thought the Bulls were going to get 110 points in this game. They've had a horrible fourth quarter, and I don't want to watch it. So I need more people to chat with. The Mecca of basketball is Rucker Park. You're talking about places I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm from the land down under. Yeah, I don't know. From Australia, I don't know what Rucker Park is. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe people won't like that I said that, but can you blame me for not knowing? I think the Mecca of basketball is the Knicks slogan, or is somehow associated with the Knicks. Everybody has slogans. The Bull slogan is "Run with us and see red." That's our slogans. Like, it doesn't mean anything. I mean, the Pistons are still called the Bad Boy Pistons. They still are called that. They're called the Bad Boys. They haven't been that bad in... Well, actually, no. Like, in terms of being bad, they've been bad for a while. But the bad in the way that they're promoting them, they haven't been bad since 2004. Or when Tayshaun Prince left the Pistons. You know what I mean? They've not been, they've not been that team for a while. You know what? It's just a slogan. It's fine. I don't really care what the Mecca are about. The Knicks haven't won a championship since the 1970s. It is what it is. It's just a slogan. We'll let them have the slogan. Now you're bringing me back to the time that Detroit won the championship. 2004, I think it is. Interesting. Oh, very interesting. Really? Yeah, the Knicks haven't won a championship. I feel like it's the 70s or the 80s. It's one of those years. Again, look, we got time. Let's search it up. All right. The Knicks call Madison Square Garden the Mecca, but they can't be with the lack of success they've had since the early 70s. Madison Square Garden's a beautiful arena. I've seen it in a bunch of wrestling shows, and obviously watching New York play there. It's a beautiful arena. So I understand it from that point of view, saying, "Oh, look, this is the best arena in America," and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think the Knicks are the Mecca of basketball. Maybe Madison Square Garden is the place where people always want to play. The proper training and draft picks, both camping. If their life depended on it, they're all a bust. Last time we dropped a good player was Elton Brand. We got lucky with Derrick Rose. I meant to say the problem. Okay, so the problem is training and draft picks. Absolutely, I agree. The Bulls can't draft to save their lives at the moment. And the draft picks that we do select, that we like, doesn't play. We liked Dalen Terry last year, didn't play. We like Julian Phillips this year, doesn't play. How can you expect anyone to develop properly if they don't play? Even Adama Sanogo is having a great time in the G League right now, doesn't play. So yeah, and the Bulls, their starters are still playing when they're down 20. So again, that speaks for itself. The last player that we dropped was Elton Brand. I think that's a bit before my time, but I remember that we drafted LaMarcus Aldridge as well, and we traded him straight away. So it's another guy that we missed out on. We got lucky with Derrick Rose. Yes, we did. The NBA rigged it for us that year, but I'll take it. Again, Derrick Rose brought a lot of memories. A lot of memories. What was I going to do? When was the last time New York won a ring? Okay, let's search that. When was the last time New York Knicks won a ring? 1973. There you go. I was right. That's the last time they won a ring. So I don't know how they're called the Mecca of basketball unless it's just their stadium that's the Mecca. Like, the stadium is their end-all be-all. It's the best place to play. I can understand it from that point of view. Because it's a beautiful arena. No one can take that away from them. But I wouldn't say the Knicks are the Mecca of basketball. The Mecca of basketball would surely be... But it's Rucker Park. Again, I don't know what Rucker Park is. I'm sorry. I really don't. Again, more research. What is Rucker Park? It's giving me the location. Okay, I know it's in New York. Rucker Park is a basketball court at the border of Harlem and Coogan's Bluff section of Washington Heights neighborhood of Manhattan. It's giving me the address. Okay, maybe we should ask a different question. Okay, let's see what it says there. New York City's Rucker Park is one of those places that can capture an entire culture and unique way of life. Since its opening in the 50s, it became the so-called Mecca of basketball, forging a path of multiple NBA stars and establishing itself as a cultural phenomenon. Okay. Okay, see, we're learning. That's good. Okay, then it makes sense now. That's understandable. I apologize to every New York Knicks fan or someone from New York. I didn't understand your culture, and now I do. Okay, let's go back to the chat. The problem with Zach LaVine for draft picks is that the Bulls are not good at drafting players. Last time we tried to draft someone decent was Elton Brand. We got lucky with Derrick Rose. Okay. I think at the end of the day, I know the Bulls have not had a good time selecting draft picks, but that should not shy them away from trying. Like, again, we're retooling at the moment. What's that going to get us? It's not going to get us anywhere retooling this team. This team is subpar. If you trade Zach LaVine for pieces, there's a very high chance that we're still going to be a subpar team. Because the team's construction is just not right. The coaching isn't right. The players aren't right. The way that we play isn't right. Nothing's really right with the Chicago Bulls team. So I know we suck at rebuilding. I understand that. We don't pick good players. But the Bulls are going to have no choice but to develop young players if we select them. And if we go for a rebuild, they're going to have no choice. Someone's going to have to develop. Someone's going to have to step up. I don't know who it's going to be. I'm not going to tell you exactly it's going to be this guy or this guy or this guy. But if you go for a rebuild, eventually you're going to get a good player. You know, the Pistons, they rebuilt for years and years and years, and they ended up getting Cade Cunningham. And he's terrific for them. The Sixers, they rebuilt for years and years and years, selecting 3 centers before they got Joel Embiid. But they stuck with Joel Embiid. That happens, you know? Eventually, we will luck out with a player. Teams get lucky. It's a lottery for a reason. You're there to get lucky. You're gambling on your future. So I would say if that's the direction that we're going to go with, you have to embrace it. Anyway, Jackson was with the New York Knickerbockers. Jackson, I don't know who Jackson is. You might have to be more specific there. First NBA points for Julian Phillips. Absolutely. Congratulations, Julian Phillips. I did see that, but I was in the middle of talking. But thank you, Jordan, for mentioning that. Julian Phillips with his first NBA points. Hopefully, many more to come. Bad day for Bulls Nation. I mean, it's always a bad day. Like, you wake up, you have a bad day. You go to sleep, you have a bad night. You dream about the Bulls losing games. You wake up, have a bad day. That's just how it goes. Always a bad day for the Bulls. Again, that's why I say when we win games, you can rest. You can take it easy for a day. You know, the win might not mean anything, but at least the Bulls are losing. You know, you can rest, take it easy. When you sleep, you don't have to worry about the Bulls losing because they won the game. But today, they lose 100 points. I really thought the Bulls were going to play better. Who would have thought the Bulls would get absolutely demolished in the fourth quarter? Who would have thought? 25-19 in the quarter. And the Heat win by 18 points. 19 points is embarrassing. Again, it was close for most of the game. Miami did win every quarter, so they dominated the game in the end, but I don't know. I don't like that quarter. Anyway, the game is over. I'll stay with the chat for a tad bit more, but then I'll end the stream. I'll try and get to everybody's chats. So glad Julian's out there. Give him more opportunities. I wish, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen until the Bulls decide to rebuild. So we'll see. What messed up the Sixers was they made so many mistakes drafting, didn't re-sign the correct players, traded away good draft picks. Again, but look where they are now. They've been top of the East, or one of the teams competing in the East for so long. When you rebuild, you're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. I mean, they drafted Nerlens Noel and Jahlil Okafor. Where's Jahlil Okafor? Has anybody seen him? Last I heard, he's in the G League. I don't know if he's still there. Where is Jahlil Okafor? Again, he was the first overall pick in a draft, and he turned out to be a bust. It happens. Nerlens Noel was considered to be a great center at the time. Turns out to be a role player. I don't even know where Nerlens Noel is at the moment either. But he's had a better career than Jahlil Okafor, I guess. And then they got Joel Embiid. 3 centers in a row. And they stuck with the last one that ended up being an MVP caliber player. For the Bulls, you're going to see the same things. Yeah, we might make a mistake with our first pick for a rebuild. We might make a mistake with our second pick. But that's why you have so many of them. Because eventually, if you trade for a bunch of picks and you get a bunch of picks, eventually, one of them's going to turn out right for you. That's why you get a whole bunch of them. And that's why when we trade them away, it's a big deal. It's a big deal that we could get a top 10 pick this season if we lose games. It's a big deal. People want that pick. So at the end of the day, that is something that's going to, excite some people. And that's why people want us to lose. Because you could get a top 10 pick if we do lose. That's important. Considering we've given all of our picks away, to get one is very important. They also drafted Vucevic. They did draft Vucevic. They did. You're right. They definitely did. Have you heard of Alex Sarr? He played for the Perth Wildcats. I'm not a big NBL guy, but I'm sure if I ask my friend about him, he will probably tell me all about him. I have a couple of friends that love the NBL that go to the games, so I don't personally know much about him, I must admit. If we could get him, anything's possible, man. I don't know. The 76ers seem okay now. Well, they've been competing for a while. They haven't won a championship, and they've really gotten... At the end, they've choked a lot of what they've done. In the sense that, yeah, they haven't really got close to a championship, but they're competing every year. They're a top team in the East every year. And they're probably going to stay like that this year as well. Even without James Harden, they're still going to be top 4 in the East. It's just simple as that. Cooper Flagg is probably the last generation little type player of the Bulls could try and draft in 2025. I wouldn't say he's the only generational player left, but he might be the next one. We'll see. Anything's possible. That's all if the Bulls try to rebuild. If they're going to retool, again, it's the wrong choice, but we're not going to get anywhere. So, we'll see. But again, I'm going to end this stream right here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream at any point, again, if we get one more like, we've actually broken the likes record for watch-alongs, which is fantastic. But again, I appreciate you guys nonetheless. I will see you in the very next stream. Seems like we might be trying to land our draft picks at the beginning around 2025. We'll see. I don't know, and I don't want to tell you something that I think could be wrong, so I'll leave it as it is. I don't know, but have a wonderful and safe day. I will see you in the next stream. Watch along, whenever that may be. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. God bless. Take care. And peace. Or we got one more. Joel saved the 76ers franchise. He gave them so many opportunities regardless of all their mistakes. That could be a player that we could get lucky with, you know? That type of guy. Generational talent like Joel Embiid. It can happen. It can happen. You can get lucky. Next year could be good for us if we do poorly enough. Yeah, we could get a top 10 protected. We could get a top 10 pick if we do bad enough this season. And I think if we do good enough this season, that pick will go to the Spurs. So, a lot to look forward to. Anyway, take care.